guys, and welcome back to Film Learnin Vlogs. Now, originally today would have been the release date for the season finale of Film Learnin, which, if you didn't get all my subtle hints around social media and the last video, was going to be a Wolverine Claws effect, along with a download pack of Sweet Claw stock footage called the Weapon X pack. So let's talk about why that didn't happen, because it's kind of an interesting tale. So firstly, about a month or so ago, I decided to make the Wolverine Claws effect my finale episode, and I wanted to make a short film to center around the effect, which essentially would have been me playing Wolverine taking on a bunch of goons. Wah, wah, wah. Sorry about that. Action VFX contacted me about their new gun effects pack, and I pitched them the idea for promoting the product, and they loved the idea. So my next step, of course, was getting some practical Wolverine claws. So what was next? Jumping onto eBay and finding some, which ended up being pretty easy. The only hindrance being that all of them were in China, but I ordered them anyway and made sure they'd be here before the launch date of the gun effects pack. Now, as far as I knew, there weren't any issues importing these claws as they were clearly a costume prop and not a weapon. Or so I thought. A couple of weeks go by and Joe over at Action VFX says, "How's the short coming along, Grant?" And I'm like, "Prepping's going well, still waiting on the claws." And that was how it went for a couple of weeks. We'd exchange emails back and forth, and then fast forward to a couple of days before the launch, and I was getting a little bit panicked in the pants region. These claws should have been here, and I was running out of time to shoot an entire short film. So my next step, I just pitched them the idea of a short funny promo and a tutorial as a plan B, in case I ran out of time, and they accepted. Fast forward to 2 days before Black Friday, and I get this in the mail. A seizure notice from the Australian Border Force for a suspected weapon. My claws had been seized by customs and that held them for nearly a week. Which sucks, but good news is they had an appeal process. So I filled out the appeal form and sent it off to them, and a few hours later my phone rings and hey, it's the Border Force. And here's a short dramatization of how that conversation went.
Hey, this is Barry from Border Force. I'm calling you in regards to the appeal you submitted.
Hi Barry.
Yeah, I need you to withdraw that appeal so I can confiscate your item.
What?
Yeah, you can't bring any foot claws, hand claws, any claws into the country, so I need you to tell me I can destroy them.
Is there anything I can...
No. So can you withdraw your appeal so I can confiscate them?
Well, I guess I have to. Right?
Yep.
And that's pretty much what happened. My claws were destroyed by customs. I was advised to seek a refund from the eBay seller because, they sold me something that was illegal in my country. And I'm pleased to say the seller was not a dick, and even though those claws were destroyed, they still gave me a full refund. So that's a win, I guess. In the end, I wrote, shot, and uploaded the Action Jackson skit you saw last week over the course of a few hours the day before Black Friday, and it all worked out. So gang, that's my story of Film Learnin and the Wolverine Claws. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you that effect this year, but basically I have to get those claws custom made in Australia if I ever want to make it happen, because I sure as hell can't import them. Now gang, I'm heading off on vacation to Bali next week, but I do plan on taking my camera and shooting more vlogs. It's my first real holiday in 4 years, and that was my honeymoon, and it's the first international flight for my baby boy. So that should be interesting. Now I will do my best to get the finale out before I jet off. Just be aware that it might not be an effects tutorial. As you guys may have noticed in the last few weeks, Filmstro has come on board and become a sponsor recently, and I'd love to show you guys how the program works because it's really cool. But for now, that's all I got for you. If you have a question, please leave it below with the hashtag FLVlog. Don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to check out all the social media crap above. And as always, gang, keep learning.